Your dog has been talking to you every single day, not metaphorically, with their body, their eyes, their nose, their paws. 10 specific things they do, and each one carries a specific message, and the odds are you have been reading most of them wrong or not reading them at all. By the end of this, you are going to understand your dog in a way most owners never do. And one of these, the last one, is the simplest thing your dog does, and also the most loaded. Welcome to Through Dog Eyes. The stretch in front of you is a full sentence. You are sitting on the sofa or standing in the kitchen, and your dog walks up, looks right at you, and does a long, dramatic stretch. Front paws extended forward, chest low, backside up in the air. You probably thought they were just waking up. They were not. That specific posture, chest down, rear up, is called a playbow. It is one of the most well-documented communication signals in canine behavior. And it means one thing. Let's play right now, you and me. Your dog is making you a direct offer, using the clearest body language in their vocabulary. But there is a second version. When your dog stretches slowly and calmly near you, with a soft face and completely loose muscles, that is something different. That is your dog broadcasting safety. Dogs only fully let their guard down when they feel genuinely secure, and a slow, relaxed, full-body stretch beside you is your dog saying, "This place, with you, is where I feel most at peace." Pay attention to when it happens and what the face looks like, because the message changes, but the intent is always the same. Your dog is talking to you, and stay with us, because what comes next is something your dog does with their eyes every single day that most owners completely misread. When they stare at you, something is happening in both of you. You are going about your day, and you feel it before you see it. That quiet, steady pressure of being watched. You turn around, and there is your dog, just looking at you. Not moving, not asking for anything. Just watching. When a dog makes sustained, soft eye contact with you, something measurable is happening in both of your brains. Research found that when dogs and their owners gaze at each other, both experience a significant rise in oxytocin, the same bonding hormone that moves between a mother and a newborn. Your dog is not just staring at you. They are bonding with you. Every time they hold that gaze, the connection between you deepens at a level that has nothing to do with training or treats. That quiet stare in a relaxed dog means something close to this. I love you. You make me feel good. I could look at you all day. There is also the other version, the focused, alert, pointed stare that comes right before dinner or when you pick up the leash. That one is a request, not a declaration. Your dog has identified something they want, and they are directing every ounce of their attention at you to communicate it. Very different energy, and you will know which one it is. When they lead you somewhere, follow them. Your dog starts pacing. They look at you, walk a few steps, look back at you again. Maybe a small sound, maybe a nudge. They are clearly trying to get you to follow them somewhere specific. And here's the thing. They already know exactly where they are going before they start. This is called leading behavior, and it is one of the most sophisticated forms of intentional communication dogs use. Your dog has mentally mapped your home. They know where the food is, where the leash hangs, where the water bowl sits, and when something in that map needs your attention, they use their body to bridge the gap between what they need and what they cannot say out loud. If they lead you to their bowl, it is empty. If they lead you to the door, they need to go out. Researchers at the Family Dog Project documented that dogs will persistently try to guide human attention toward a problem and will change their strategy if the first approach is not working. When your dog comes to get you, they are not being needy. They are trusting you. They are saying, "I found something I cannot fix, and you can. Please come." Bringing you a toy is not always about playing. Your dog trots over with something in their mouth, a ball, a stuffed animal, sometimes a completely random object, and drops it at your feet. Then they look at you. Most of the time, yes, they want to play. Presenting an object to a social partner is one of the primary ways dogs initiate games, and they are more likely to do it with the person they are most bonded to. Out of everyone in their world, they brought it to you. But there is a second meaning most owners miss. When your dog brings you something and seems proud about it, carrying it high, maybe barking once before dropping it, they are showing off. That is the same instinct that drives a working dog to bring something back to the hunter. Your dog caught something and they want you to know. They want credit. And then there is the third version, the sweetest one. Sometimes a dog brings you their most prized possession, the toy they carry everywhere, the one they get protective about, and just gives it to you. No game implied, no request attached. In dog social behavior, sharing a valued resource with another individual is a high trust act. When your dog brings you their favorite thing with no apparent agenda, they are giving you a gift. You are the most important thing in their world, and that is what they are saying. The paw on your leg is asking you to come back. You are on your phone, or in a conversation, or watching something, and your dog taps your leg, then again. Soft, insistent little taps until you look up. The primary message is almost always about connection. Not food, not the door, just you. Dog behavior researchers describe this as attention-seeking contact behavior, and it increases significantly when the owner is distracted or engaged with something else. Your dog notices when your attention goes elsewhere, and the paw is how they say, "Come back to me." If they have pawed at you before and you looked up and responded, they remember that. Dogs are extraordinarily precise at reading cause and effect when it involves human behavior, and they repeat what works. This is not manipulation. It is communication that has been confirmed effective. But the version of the paw that matters most is the quiet one. When something has unsettled your dog, a loud noise, an unfamiliar situation, tension in the house, the paw they extend is not asking for anything specific. It is seeking the steadiness of your presence, slower, softer, sometimes with a lean into your leg. The right response is simple. Put your hand on them and let them feel that you are there. Your dog does not have words, but they have never stopped trying to reach you. Every behavior on this list is a sentence, and the question is whether you were listening. Sitting between you and someone else is a bonding bid. You are in a conversation, engaged, laughing, completely focused on another person. And then your dog appears, right in the middle, sitting between you both, looking up at everyone, impossible to ignore. Most owners find this funny or slightly annoying. It is neither. Dogs have a strong social orientation toward the person they are most attached to, and when your attention goes fully to another person, something in your dog registers the shift. They resolve it the way they resolve most things, by physically repositioning themselves in the center of the group. Research found that dogs were significantly more likely to push between their owner and another figure when the owner was directing positive attention elsewhere. What matters is that this behavior is a bonding bid. Your dog is not trying to ruin your conversation. They are trying to be part of your world. A brief glance, a hand on their head, a quiet acknowledgement that is all they need. Just confirmation that you are still there and they are still yours. There is also a second reason worth knowing. If a conversation gets tense, or the energy in the room shifts toward something difficult, some dogs will move into the space between people. They cannot understand the words, but they can feel that something is wrong, and their instinct is to get between it and try to soften it. They are trying to help. The nose nudge is what happens after everything else failed. If the paw tap is a polite knock on the door, the nose nudge is someone ringing the doorbell repeatedly, more urgent, more physical, harder to ignore, and there is a precise reason for that. A dog's nose is their most sensitive and developed sensory organ. When a dog uses it to make physical contact with you, they are not just reaching out. They are using the most important tool they have. That escalation is intentional. It means, I tried the other things, you did not respond, and this is too important to drop. The most common trigger is when every softer signal has been ignored. You did not notice the stare. You did not respond to the paw. The nose nudge is the upgrade. When it is aimed at something you are holding, the message is as specific as a dog can get. They know what they want, they know you have it, and they are pointing at it with the most accurate pointing instrument they own. But the version to pay most attention to is the gentlest one. After a stressful event, a thunderstorm, a vet visit, someone unfamiliar in the house, your dog may come to you and simply press their nose against you. Not pushing, not demanding, just touching. They are not asking for anything except to confirm that you are real and solid and there. A quiet hand on their side is all they need. The head tilt is your dog working hard to stay in the conversation. You say something to your dog, maybe their name, maybe do you want to go for a walk, and their head tips sideways. One ear up, eyes on you. It is objectively one of the most disarming things any living creature does. But it is also more than cute. The head tilt has 82 simultaneous functions. The first is auditory. Dogs can adjust the position of their outer ears by tilting their head, fine-tuning their hearing to better capture a sound that interested them. The second is visual. A dog's muzzle can partially block their lower field of view when looking at a face straight on, and tilting shifts that obstruction, giving them a cleaner sightline to your eyes and your mouth. They are adjusting their ears and their eyes at the same time, because they want to know what you are saying and how you are feeling when you say it. Research found that dogs with longer muzzles tilt their heads significantly more than flat-faced breeds, strongly suggesting the tilt is partly a strategy for reading your face more accurately. Put it together, and what you get is a dog who is actively optimizing their ability to understand you. That is not passive, that is effort. The head tilt is your dog working to stay in the conversation with you. Following. You is not neediness, it is love made portable. Everywhere you go, they go. You stand up, they stand up. You walk to the kitchen, they appear in the kitchen. You close the bathroom door, and there are 4 paws visible underneath it. Before you get frustrated with it, it helps to understand what is actually driving it. Dogs evolved to be extraordinarily attuned to human movement and behavior. Following their primary human as kinshcharis at a deep evolutionary level, natural. You are their group, and where the group goes, the individual follows. For some dogs, especially those with any history of inconsistency or separation stress, the following is genuinely about a real anxiety response. Your presence lowers their cortisol levels. You are their regulation. For other dogs, the following is optimistic. They have learned that when you stand up and move, good things sometimes happen. The leash appears, a door opens, food gets prepared. Standing up is a signal for possibility, and they do not want to miss it. But the deepest reason, the one underneath all of it, is simpler. You are not just someone in the house. You are your dog's safe place. Not the bed, not the room, you. When you move, their safe place moves. Following you is not neediness. It is love organized into locomotion. When they lick you, that circuit goes back further than you know. Your dog comes to you. Maybe you have just walked through the door. Maybe you are sitting still, and they simply come over and they lick you. Your hand, your face, your arm. A few slow, deliberate passes, and then they settle beside you. Licking has biological roots that go back to the very first hours of a dog's life. Puppies are licked constantly by their mother from the moment they are born, for warmth, for stimulation, for the signal that the world is safe and someone is here. They return the behavior as they grow, licking the mouths of adults in their group as a greeting and a signal of belonging. When your dog licks you, that circuit is still running. You are part of their family. This is how they say it. There is also practical information gathering underneath the affection. Your dog's tongue carries chemoreceptors that let them analyze your skin in detail. Where have you been? What did you touch? What did you eat? A single lick is a full update on who you are today versus who you were this morning. And the licking after a separation is partly reunion and partly your dog catching up with you. One thing to watch: calm, occasional licking is love. Frantic, repetitive licking that is hard to interrupt is a dog trying to self-soothe, not express affection. Know the difference, and you will know when your dog needs comfort instead of closeness. Those are different things, and your dog has been counting on you to tell them apart. 10 behaviors, all of them things your dog does every single day, all of them carrying a specific message. The stretch that says, "Let's play," or "I feel safe." The stare that says, "I love you." The toy drop that says, "You are the one I chose." The paw that says, "Come back to me." The nudge that says, "This is too important to let go." The head tilt that says, "I am working hard to understand you." The follow that says, "Wherever you are is where I need to be." The lick that says you are family, and I have always known it. Your dog has never stopped trying to talk to you. The only question was whether you were going to learn how to listen. Now you have. 10 ways, all of them happening right now, probably in the same room as you. Which one surprised you most? Tell us in the comments. We read every single one. Subscribe to Through Dog Eyes and hit the bell. Every week, we go deeper into what your dog is actually living. They deserve to be understood. So do you.